Hello everyone, and welcome back for another recap. Today's recap, we have an amazing game that I played against Grandmaster Zhen Xiao. I'm playing with the white pieces here, and it was just brilliant. At the time of this game, I was 2077. After the tournament, I did go up, I believe, 7 points. So now I am 2084. And my opponent is around 2700. So yeah, I mean, I didn't have good hopes going into this game, but I think it turned out better than I thought it would. So e4, c5, of course, he plays the Sicilian, c3 for me, knight to f6, e5. So I play the Alpen. This is what I play against most people, even sometimes lower rated, because I don't really have a good weapon against the Sicilian, and I think the Alpen does just fine. So after move knight to d5, I go knight to f3, all theory, knight to c6, bishop to c4, knight to b6, and here I'm not actually sure why I spent about 4 minutes here before playing the move before playing the move bishop to b3. And what I was calculating, it is kind of weird, I was thinking about sacking my bishop on f7. Just to give you guys, like, that move is terrible. I'm not sure where I saw this, but somewhere I saw this in a Daniel Naroditsky video, that you can just, like, sack your bishop on f7 in some position. So I was thinking, is this the position? Because in that, in his video, it showed how you can get, like, a plus, like, it's equal with perfect play from black. And white has a very easy game there, so that's what I was calculating. Obviously, it is not good, so that's why I moved back. He plays d5. Here I take, and now c4. So here I was, of course, expecting pawn takes, or I was expecting the move e5. Both of these moves are very viable. It's just like overlooked c4, which is a bit of a surprise. It doesn't really matter too much. I retreat my bishop, and now e5 is played, and I played d4. So here, just for like a little time check, right here I have 52 minutes, and my opponent has 58. So I'm down 6 minutes on the clock, and what I just thought, I was like, if I can stay up on, if I can stay like even on time, and also I can keep balance in the position, the game might like go towards a draw. At least I'll get closer to that result. So pawn takes is played, bishop takes is played, and now after the move bishop takes d6, I castle, he castles, and now it's the middle game phase. So what I was thinking in my head was, if I develop my knight first, the bishop's gonna be blocked, right? And then my knight doesn't have a very clear place to go. Like, for example, e4 is great, but then there's like f5, for example, right? Sorry, okay, there's f5. So that's why instead of even developing my bishop, because I thought after this, like, there's just like, well, there isn't knight to d5, but maybe in the future, or even there's this f5 move to play f4 or e4, right? So that's why instead I played the move a4, trying to remove this knight. And like actually like the idea that I had in my mind was, I want to, like, say for example rook to e8 is played, I want to play a5, and if my opponent plays back, I sack my bishop, king takes, and I win the bishop. And if the knight goes to the d5 square, now here I sack the bishop, and now I take like this. And of course the king is very weak. That is a picture of me. This is his actual like profile picture. And just one thing to note, this is USCF rated. This is not FIDE rated. His FIDE rating is like 2770, 2570. Excuse me there. 2770 would be that'd be kind of amazing. But yeah, no. So, and my FIDE is around like, I think 1900 or maybe like 18, high 18s. So yeah, so bishop takes is played. So instead, here my opponent plays the move. Here my opponent plays the move h6, and now I play rook to e1. And again, if you guys are all wondering, like, this now is not as good because I have just lost a bishop for a knight without the extra pawn there. So that's why, okay, h6 is perfect. Rook to e1 is played for me, and now a6. Bishop to e3, knight to d5, and again I have this option of checking, but I just don't want to do it. So that's why I play this move bishop to e4 with the idea, I thought like really deep into this, and I was really hoping this would happen. Knight takes e3, rook takes e3, f5, bishop takes c6, pawn takes c6, and after the move rook to d3, I thought I was winning. Turns out I'm not. But anyway, this position is like fine for me, right? Because I have all this pressure. I guess there's like f6 that defends it, but then I guess the e pawn is also hanging. So what is it? Oh, queen c7. Sorry about that. Queen c7 can be played. Okay, that's very interesting. So yeah, and anyway, this is what I'd calculated, and his next move was a big surprise. Knight to f6. Now here I was thinking, I think I'm better after this sequence. But if you think about this, after I played the move knight and b to d2, I was in my head, I was like, I think I just screwed this up. Because in my mind, I was playing a5, right? And I just mixed up the move order or something happened, right? I wanted to play a5 and I wanted to put the bishop on b6. This was like my idea, what I thought about, and then I thought I'm like better or fine. Turns out both are slightly worse for me. Like, okay. G at me makes like 0 mistakes. Anyways, that's why I played knight to d2. I mixed up the move order, so next move I just played a5. Okay, he blocked me from playing bishop to b6 because that would be like quite good, and I played queen c2. Queen c2 is like no purpose. Here there are like a few moves that are mandatory for me to keep balance in the position. I could either try for c4, which loses, right? This was one of the options. Or I could play this very counterintuitive queen to a4. Or even queen to e2 for that matter. And the idea of queen to a4 is you're really tanking on this idea of knight to c4. So let's say, for example, queen d7 is played. Now you play knight to c4. You hit the bishop and you try to get a piece to b6. I think if I would have played queen to a4 in the game, it would have gone much better. Instead I played queen to c2, which has no purpose. Like, my pieces aren't going anywhere. Queen to c7. He's just keeping us calm. And just like another time check right here, around after the queen to c2, sorry, that's weird. Yeah, no. So, oh, sorry. Okay. So here I had 38 minutes. Well, he had 38 minutes. He had 39 minutes. So, I mean, it's very close on time. And I think, I still think in the game, okay, I'm slightly worse, but it's okay. H3. This is just a waiting move. Rook to b8. Queen to d3. This is the reason I lost this game. Well, spoiler, I lost this game. But no, I think I got very close to holding, even in like the last moments. I think it was like exceptional what happened. He plays rook to d8. This just walks into a pin. I'm not sure really what I was thinking. King to h1, queen to c6, which has some very nasty intentions. And I saw this in the game. I saw, okay, he's gonna try to take, and that's why I played. I retreated, and here it's so fun. I was like, my GM opponent is gonna set a little trap, right? So then what I was thinking is like, okay, he's gonna play bishop c7. Right in here, I knew it. I was like, for a fact, I was like, he's gonna play bishop c7, and he does. And the idea of bishop c7, okay, just like first I played queen to a4, trades the queens. But the real idea of bishop c7 is, say for example, rook a to d1 is played. It's like, I don't know what you're trying to do. Like maybe I have no. Actually, maybe rook to c1 instead, because like the bishop might go here and pin. The idea is to straight up just sack the bishop. Yeah, and when I take back, now you take my knight. That would have been. Now you just take my knight. Can't take back, it's pinned, so I take with the queen. Now you check. King moves, and now you take the pawn. This was the idea. And obviously then your knight's coming in, your bishop's already set up like here. So, I mean, I did not want to enter this if it's like the last thing I did. So that's why I played the move queen to a4, and I thought, okay, after this position, I'm fine. I'm really fine. So I have to move bishop to b6. I was thinking, should probably hide the eval for this part. Yeah. I was thinking, guys, I'm fine. I'm going to draw this game. Like 100%. I was like, in my mind, I was like, I'm going to draw this game. There's no question about it. Because that's what I was thinking in my head. My opponent takes. I take back. This pawn is weak. I'm going to win it back. Okay. Now, my opponent takes my knight. So let's start with the bishop. My opponent takes with the bishop. I'm gonna take his bishop. When the rook moves, I'm just gonna take on e5. And this is like, I might even win this. What I missed was rook takes e4. Here, of course, I saw take back, bishop take, and I just thought bishop takes e7. I was like, I'm fine, right? Yeah, well, there's an in-betweener here. Bishop takes b6. And this just, like, ruins everything. And in this moment, I was like, why did I go for this? Like, what is wrong with me? Should have calculated longer. Again, here I'm, like, down to, like, 20 minutes. My opponent, like, okay, the GM, Jian Chao, he still has around, like, 30. So, again, there's not much hope here. So, okay, I desperately try to defend, but all efforts go in vain. After move rook to b2, I played it, I resigned. Or maybe I resigned, but, like, rook to b2 was the move I was planning to play. And then I just realized he's going to go bishop to e5 instead of knight to g3. So I just resigned. He may have even played. So if any of you guys just saw that bedtime reminder, that's like, trust me, I do not sleep at like 5 in the evening. I do not sleep at 5. So bishop to e5 is played. And here I just resign because there's nothing more to be done. So like rook to b7, for example, knight to g3 check, king here check. This is just mate. I saw this. So yeah, guys, that's it for today's video. Crazy game against a Grandmaster, Jian Chao. I did speak to him about it in the end. He said, well played, but he doesn't really speak English, so we couldn't actually analyze the game. So yeah, that's it for today's video, guys. Bye. Please subscribe if you guys enjoyed this, and please drop a like down below.